What's going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Badger Mole Cub Avatar standard content here on the channel. Look, I've been saying this in every single intro that we're doing Badger Mole Cub decks. It's just the best card in the format. Now, hear me out, okay? Before you click off the video, even though you may have already done so because you see Badger Mole Cub, this deck list, these decks all share probably about 16 of the same cards, at least most of them. Ouroboros, Badger Mole Cub, Pollinator, Elf. But the other 20 to 22 cards is mostly almost always going to be different. And that's kind of the nice thing about how, flexible this shell is. It goes into a lot of different cores. Now, what I wanted to try in this build, you'll notice here, we're playing some red cards today. The concept was sort of utilize Breakout, right? Badger Mole Cub is an extremely powerful card, but Breakout is more effective ways to help find the Badger Mole Cub, because you get to look at 6 cards deep, which 6 cards is a lot, and you get to put a creature card or you reveal the creature. If the creature has mana value 2 or less, you put it onto the battlefield and give it haste, and then otherwise, if the creature is 3 or more, you put it into your hand. So it could even just be a tutor, like if you have a bunch of extra mana, if you already have a Cub in play, and you say you have 6 mana, you can just go Breakout for 2, put an Ouroboros into your hand, and then spend your other 4 mana to just cast the Ouroboros. But that's kind of the concept of playing red, is Breakout is just more ways to find Badger Mole Cub. The other thing that's really powerful about red, which we saw in the winning list from the Japanese tournament about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks when this goes out, is fear of missing out, giving you extra combat steps with Ouroboros is disgusting. Absolutely absurd. So that was another reason that I kind of wanted to try the red cards out. Now, the reason I don't have any other Delirium cards is, to be quite honest with you, I think the rest of them kind of suck, with both Wildfire, Wicker Folk, and Patchwork Beastie just not being fantastic cards and exposing you more to graveyard hate postboard. So I don't mind playing Fear of Missing Out because this card is extremely powerful in and of itself, and you don't need to synergize too much with it, but I didn't want to go down the full Delirium package. Now, that's not to say that we don't want cards that have multiple types, right? Gene Pollinator is an artifact creature, so it happens to be a mana dork that works with Cub, but it's also a card that provides 2 types in the graveyard for FOMO. Summon Brynhildr, not a card you see in every Delirium deck, but it is nice, especially with something like Fear of Missing Out, because you can give the Fear of Missing Out haste. The other card that I have been just completely obsessed with over the past couple of days in a bunch of different Badger Mole Cub decks is the Huntsman's Redemption. And I feel like a lot of people kind of forgot this card was legal, but hear me out. It's the green Fable the Mirror Breaker. So it's a saga. Chapter 1, you make a 3/3 beast. Chapter 2, you can sacrifice a creature and then search for a basic land or creature and put it into your hand and then shuffle. Chapter 3, 2 things get +2/+2 and trample. So it does a lot of stuff. 3 mana for a 3/3, fine, nothing crazy. Chapter 2, what's nice about Chapter 2, especially in combination with Badger Mole Cub. So the way that it works is you can respond, you have to have a main phase stop. So if you're playing this deck yourself, make sure you have a main phase stop. But you can respond to the saga, float your mana with, say, the land that you got off of Badger Mole Cub, sacrifice the land, go find, I don't know, maybe an Ouroboros, and then you're not really losing resources because the land that you sacrificed comes back to the battlefield. So you're down a creature, but you still get to keep the land, so you're basically not losing any resources, and you just got to tutor an Ouroboros for free. And then it gets better. Chapter 3, guess what? You can give the Ouroboros +2/+2 and trample, which means not only does it have trample, it also has 2 more power the turn after you're playing it. So it just kind of works so well with the combination of Cub and Ouroboros that I would not be surprised to see Simic decks adopting this card as, maybe not the full playset, but, 1 or 2 copies just as additional ways to find Ouroboros. It has felt very, very powerful. And then another card, it's kind of like a pet card of mine, is Boris the Spider Rider. Don't ask me for the actual Spider-Man name because I forgot what it was. But Boris, in any case, is a 4/3 trample for 3, but it also has the N-web mechanic, which is you can pay 2 mana and then bounce a tapped creature instead of paying its mana cost. Or, yeah, instead of paying the top right. And then it enters, if you cast it using N-web, it enters with X counters, where X is the mana value of the returned creature. So, a couple of cool things about this. You can return a Badger Mole Cub to your hand with the Boris, and then you can replay the Badger Mole Cub to get an extra Earthbend. And on top of all of that, you don't even have to attack with the Badger Mole Cub, because you can tap it to Gene Pollinator and then use the Boris to pick up the Cub and then replay the Cub. So a lot of different synergies going on here. I think that, again, it's hard for me to say whether or not this version is better than Simic, but I love a lot of what's going on here. I think it's a very, very well-conceived deck list, and there's a lot of like interlocking and overlapping synergies that make this one feel very powerful. And we didn't even talk about Torch the Tower, but one of the biggest upsides of playing another color that isn't blue is in the Cub mirrors, you just have a 1 mana way to kill their Cub, and Simic can't do that. So that is another big upside of playing, a different color other than blue. Sideboard, you get some good upgrades like Fire Magic, Nova Hellkite's insane against Dimir, Sunspine Links for the Jeskai matchup, so a lot of good reasons to be read in the sideboard, but I really do believe in these different shells other than Simic. I feel like people are kind of just copy-pasting the classic Simic list and not really experimenting that much. So again, apologize for the amount of Cub on the channel, but I really do believe that this is different enough, and I think it's worth showcasing, exactly how powerful this is. So I did a lot of rambling. Let's get to some games. I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Okay, hear me out, right? If we play an Ouroboros mirror match and we get to a situation where we are resolving Huntsman's Redemption, think about, is this a spot where you wish you had the lizard? Okay? Like we can count the number of times that it would have come up. All right? Yeah, put the lizard in the sideboard, win a challenge, and see how many people just copy paste it. And then if somebody asks you about it, you can just say, that's my poison dart frog. All right. I mean, I don't really have a lot going on, so.
That's rough, buddy.
Now I do. I do now. I do now. I definitely have something going on now. What am I cutting against them? I don't think I need that many torches. Wasn't this an intro pack rare? Was it? It doesn't say intro pack anywhere on here. I don't remember. It may have been. I have no idea. I will say the foiling on the two of them looks very different. One of them is a lot more pronounced. So if it was an intro pack, one of them might be intro pack, one of them might be main set. Well, I know there was a promo version of it. The promo version is a different artwork, though. That's not the promo version. That's the regular version. I'll show you. Hold on. Oh, I can't load up Scryfall. What's happening? Scryfall is having some issues. It's just giving me the spin. You found the perfect mascot for me to run one in my sideboard. Shut up! Mods, can we please ban Jose? Alright, Scryfall's just not having it right now. Dude, fucking breakout into Badgermole Cub is based as hell. Creature sorcery. I guess it's easier to get land or instant in the graveyard than land. So you discard the land here, and then you can cast the torch to get the 4th type. Obviously, discarding land's a little sketchy. They're just not going to kill the cub. What? Yeah, I guess it wasn't that sketchy. Can I kill them? I think I might be able to kill them. Not quite, right? Trying to think. Endweb is 2 mana. So... Alright, this is gonna look weird, but just trust me, okay? It's gonna look weird, but just trust me. Yeah, just torch unkicked. Was that the right creature to untap? No, it definitely wasn't, right? Because this can't up itself. I don't know if it would have mattered, but bro, FOMO with Ouroboros, Jesus Christ. Alright, give me a cub off the top, please. No kill spell. Alright, do we Huntsman's or do we Breakout? Probably Breakout, right? Dude, I think we're onto something here. I think we are on... Wow, the discipline. I'm impressed. I'll be honest with you. I'm very impressed. The discipline to not kill the elf there. It's impressive. I do have to play my land first, right? Okay, question. This says, during any turn you put a lore counter on this saga, you may play that card. So even if it goes away, I can still play it, correct? Like if I go put a loyalty counter and then sack it, I can still play the land from exile? I think I can. Yeah, man, Huntsman seems cracked. Huntsman seems crazy. So if I'm doing that, what am I sacking? I mean, I just sacked the forest, right? Because the forest comes back anyways. No, I want to haste the... Well, I guess Bryn's gonna die next turn, so... I guess. Maybe it's better to do that. I mean, getting the land back sounds kind of cool. Just getting the land back for free. Oh, also I misordered those. I was supposed to play the FOMO first. Yeah, that was dumb. I needed to play FOMO first. Because then I could have hasted FOMO. GG Pashby, thank you for the Prime sub, 26 months. Welcome back. Thank you for your continued support. I appreciate that. Could have held FOMO to haste next turn. Well, I mean, if I just play the FOMO, then I just have the FOMO in play, right? Also, with the Ouroboros, I want like more counters on the FOMO. So I think it made more sense to play it that turn. New ship. They got baited by the ship. Yeah. It's just like not even close. Oh my god. All right. So Rakdos ship. Classic ship gaming, huh? I mean, look, I won't disrespect the ship, you know. I give them credit. They're trying their best. But I've been their opponent. I've been there. You know what time it is? I think it's time to listen to a good classic ship song. Any guesses as to what song I'm about to add to the queue? When I say what do you think of when I say classic ship song? Wrong answers only. Nobody's got it yet. Somebody got it. Oh, we're shipping all right. We are shipping. We're shipping something. Definitely not up to Boston, though. I'm gonna put back the FOMO just because I want more looks at I want more looks at Gub. The song you requested, unfortunately, Patrick, is not available on Spotify. Try again. I mean, if they ship me this turn. That's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
That is true. There is, in fact, a hole in my plan. You're not wrong about that. Surely this one hits. All right, let's go to game 3. Yeah, I'm going to keep this in the play. I don't love it, but... Can I please sell you on Boris in this deck? Well, you see... Ready? You go... Gene Pollinator, tap your Badger Mole Cub, and then you can Boris to bounce the tapped Gene Pollinator, to bounce the tapped Badger Mole Cub. Does that do anything for you? If I attack, do you think they're going to block? I don't think they block. I knew that was gonna happen. I fucking knew that was gonna happen. Look at that. That's gaming right there. Yeah, this was the greedier line, but... You just break out next turn. Alright, have I sold you on have I sold you on Boris? I made a 2-mana 6/5 and made another 1/1. I think that might sell you on Boris alone, right? Ooh. Wait, they can't... Oh, they didn't bargain, though. Tilt. I guess we can cast Breakout first, right? Dude, this deck fucking rules. This deck fucking rules, man. Alright. I don't know, go to combat. Deck. Woo! I mean, they could have the, they could wrath me next turn, but... kind of cooking with this one. I mean, the reality of the situation is that if you have Badgermole or a Boroid, like, if you have Badgermole or a Boroid Mana Dorks, like, it kind of doesn't matter what else you play, but... this game, I was on the draw, right? Okay, well, certainly did not expect Villainous Wrath. Didn't expect that one, Chief. Maybe attack there was good. I'm still gonna lose this game. You guys realize that, right? I'm still going to lose this game for sure. 3/3 Menace. Blue mana. Green mana. I have to block here. I don't have to, but I want to. -1. Okay. What's the point of attacking? There isn't one, right? I mean, both of these things have menace. I still feel kind of scared, right? Because we don't have a way to give trample. Unless we get to, we have to get to Huntsman's, but that's only chapter 3. They have to block. Right, but if they block, then I can't double block their Plunderer. He's gonna break out a FOMO. Do I even have Delirium? I do have Delirium. Okay. Yeah, break out a FOMO. I'm only one breakout down. Ow. Ow. So we go to 4. Take one off this, go to 4. Okay, still go to 4. This thing deals them a damage when they die, right? When it dies. Okay, so let's think about this. So I attack, they get 2 scries, and then I block Scoundrel and take 2 and go to 2. Yeah, attacking is good, right? I think attacking makes sense. I mean, it gives them 2 scries, but... I still think I'm going to lose this game, to be honest with you. Okay, bottom is good. Hold. Can I get another bottom, please? I mean, I'm dead to a lot of cards. I'm going to 2 on board. The fact that they're tanking can't be a good sign. Oh shit, they also have a map too. They can map onto the Inspector. I am dead to a second Wrath, yes. I am definitely dead to a second Wrath. Oh, I should refund Patrick his points. Unless you have another song for me, Patrick. I'll just refund your points. Mm, 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 mm. Bro, they are deep in the tank on this one. All right, well, that can't be a good sign. They did keep it. Hold. Cannot be a good sign. Mm-hmm. Sure. Well, they kept a card that doesn't do anything, so... Oh. Maybe they don't have a card in their deck that kills me. Yeah. Dead. GG's. Rip. Got Villainous Wrath. Holy shit. Because they wrathed me and had a bunch of Sephiroth triggers. Oh no, I think you're right. I think it was at above 20 from that. Because I think I took like 10 or 12 from the Wrath itself. Yeah, no, I think that was something like that. And then all the Sephiroth triggers. Yeah, the Sephiroth. Badger, mushroom. I mean, this is the upside to playing red, right? Just being able to have a kill spell for theirs. And they don't really have a kill spell for ours. Definitely some awkwardness where we don't have anything to sack the torch to kill Royd is the problem. So that I think that I could see being like a massive problem. I mean, I don't really know if there's a good way to solve that problem, but they made a 2/2 Verge. Why? What? Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense, right? Why would they do that? I don't really understand. Alright, well, I mean... kill the cub. And then we can go... Yeah, I mean, I would have been able to attack with cub and then pick it up and play Boris this turn, but I can't do that. But we can just go Tyvar and then do that next turn. Yeah, Tyvar at a turn on Boris is pretty cool, too. I like the Borises. I think they're... It kind of makes me want to play more Tyvars, though. Sure. Okay, so we have 5 mana. So do we just not play Huntsman's this turn? I think we don't play Huntsman's. Yeah, we go here. 1, 2, 3. Tyvar. Tap cub. With the cub. And then we have Boris up to protect Tyvar. And then next turn I can go 2 mana, cub, do this, have 4 mana, which lets me cast Ouroboros if I draw it. Yeah, Dragonfire could be pretty important against Ouroboros. I could see that being necessary. It's a pretty good one. Also, my spider does not have reach. Very notably, my spider does not have reach. I mean, Lizard would be pretty good against Riddler. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. Because doesn't it only steal it if it's power 2 or less? Mm, 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 mm. Do, 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 do. Swear I thought it had reach. I mean, it's a spider, you would think that. And that's a weird play. Not sure about that one. You really just wanted to get in for 3, huh? Touche. Oh, wait, no. It's actually better to do it this way, right? Am I willing to trade Boris for Riddler? Hell yeah, I think I am. The Riddler's kind of scary. I think they're just dead to Tiber next turn, aren't they? They got to be pretty close to it. Tiber is actually kind of insane. Even without the Druidith, Tiber is still really good. It's just like a really good way to utilize a bunch of extra mana. Float 3, grab a land, activate. I have. Oh, I thought I had a stop. I gotta stop now. Float 3, grab land. I don't need a land. I already have 10 mana, don't I? Why do I need a land? Because I only need 10 for double activation. GG. Get Oro and it's more than double activation. Well, I mean, at that point, isn't it just better to get a cub? Because if I go get a cub, 3 mana, animate this, then I have 12. No, it's still double activation, right? No matter what. I don't think there's a way for me to do more than 2. And I think the Ouroboros is probably just less damage than double activate. Because it's +6 and then it's +12. So it's everything gets +18. Yeah, it's definitely less damage than the Ouroboros is definitely less damage there. All right, what do we want against otters? What do we want against otters? I don't really know. Yeah, it could be otters, no red. I've seen this list floating around. That's just like Simic otters. They don't play any red cards. They didn't show us any red lands, so it could be them. Or it could be that list. Like, this is decent at breaking up Boomerang. Like, Boomerang plus Talent. Like this stuff, maybe. See, the thing about Fire Magic is their deck really doesn't play that many creatures outside of... I mean, I guess they have what? They have Cub, Storm Chasers, Thunder Trap as cards that die to Fire Magic. I don't know if that's enough, though. I definitely want the Torches. Torches are good for sure. I think I'm just going to do something like this. Just board in these. Because I want Torch to be able to exile Vitality. I think this is good. I will keep my hand. Keep. I've seen it floating around on Magic Online. I wonder, you can probably find a list on Goldfish. But it's basically just a lot of the cards that you would expect in the Team Marauders deck, just no red cards. I think they're playing like more bounce spells. I think I've seen a couple lists playing Pawn Prophet or something, so just like more stuff like that to help flush out the curve. Bushwhack. Fire magic is like a red ship. Something like that. I don't know if I would use that exact phrase, but... I see what you're saying. It looks good until it doesn't look good, you know? I see what you're saying. Ooh. That's a lot of value right there. It's like a divination. Well, it's not a divination if they miss. Cast this one. Boroboroid. Man, every time I try to play, I don't know, man. Every time I try and play decks that don't have Cub and Ouroboros, it's like you go back and you play the Cub decks, and you kind of think to yourself, like, man, why am I not just doing that? You know, it's a hell of a deck, hell of a core of cards. I need an intervention. We need to have a Cub intervention for streamer. I can't stop. I need help, chat. Sus. I'm not blocking. I'll take one. I'll take the one. Very, very suspicious attack. I'll take 1 damage. I know, it used to be a Momo stream. Used to. Used to keyword there. Alright, how much mana do I have? Enough. Divar. I guess I should float a red. I guess I draw Torch. Okay. Combat. Maybe I should have just not played spells pre-combat in case they bounce the Roid. I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't matter at this point. Is it wrong not to play Cub if I have access to Cubs for my Arsecu this weekend? I mean, I don't know if wrong is maybe the word that I would use, but it's probably in your best interest to play Cubs, yes. Yeah, again, it's probably wrong if you want to win. Holy... Yeah, I mean, these decks just have, like, completely insane nut draws. Okay, so if they have Boomerang... No, they need more than 2 otters, don't they? I think they need more than 2 otters. Okay. It seems like they didn't have the Boomerang. Hello. I'm back. Don't kill Gene, okay? Don't do it. They didn't kill Gene. Hold. Hold. I really, really need to draw land here. Uh-oh. Dude, don't counter this, please. Please don't counter this. You call this Gene Tribal. Gene Simmons Tribal. Nagafin with the 5 gifted subs. Folks, if you didn't get one dodged in chat, it's as simple as that. Thank you for the 5 gifted, Nagafin. I really appreciate that. Any dodgers? Who up dodging these subs? Thank you for the 5-pack, Nagafin. I appreciate you. How many cup decks in the top 8 this weekend of Worlds? Probably set the over-under at 4.5. I think I'll take the under, though. I think 4 is probably the sweet spot. But I think they're going to be different. I don't think it's going to be 4 Simic decks. I think it's going to be like 2 Simic, a Bant Appa combo, and then maybe like 1 Dark Horse. Ultima incoming. Do I look like somebody who can beat an Ultima at all? I definitely cannot beat an Ultima this game. I'm just not going to play around it. I definitely 100% cannot beat an Ultima this game. Tap you. I can't beat much. Ooh. Okay. So do I bounce the FOMO? I don't have a second red source though. It kind of awkward, huh? I think I still bounce the FOMO. That is one thing that's pretty cool, is Gene Pollinator to turn on something like Boris. Kind of makes me wonder if you want more. I mean, we have 2 Borises right now, but you can end web the land, but I think in that spot I'd rather bounce the FOMO. Oh, no. So Earthbending, it only comes back when it dies or is exiled. So if you bounce it, it won't come back. That's a good sign for me. I mean, it could have been worse. Obviously, it's bad, but it could have been a lot worse. Probably Breakout, right? Creature, artifact. Because if I break out into a second FOMO, I have lethal. Easy. Was there ever any doubt at all? Was there ever any doubt whatsoever? Dude, Boris kind of rules. How am I this lucky? What do you want me to say? I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know how to respond to that. So lucky. All right, Jessica, we want links. He can't keep getting away with it. What if he could, though? He kind of can keep getting away with it. Case in point, I've gotten away with it several times today. Do this, I guess? I don't think I want Hellcat against them. Yeah, Breakout's good too. Which one of these 2 do you keep? Probably Sirach. I'm certainly keeping these 4. That's very obvious. I can only keep one of these 2 is the problem. I'm gonna keep Sirach. I think I like Sirach better. Gab might have been notified already. Oh, God. You make it sound like Gab is not watching the stream. You know he is. Everybody say hi, Gab. Wait, should I go Sirach first? They clearly have Counterspell, right? Yeah, let's go Sirach first. Yeah. They obviously have no Moralize. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, everybody at Nassif_worlds. That's his new Twitch account. Not sure what to do this turn. Definitely Badger. I have 4 mana, so I can go Boris double elf. I can go Boris elf map. I could go Huntsman's elf. Kind of don't mind getting Huntsman's in play, although I don't know. Huntsman's is not great this turn if they're going to Wrath me. I really wish I could bounce the Badger Molka, but I can't do that this turn. I think I'm going to play 1 elf and then map. Yeah, like this. I'm doing it here in case they have fire magic. Split up would be pretty bad here, but I mean, any Wrath is bad. Obviously, if the Wrath deck casts Wrath, then you know there's not much you can do about that. But is there a card in Standard that's legal that has the similar effect to, like, what's that card that people love in Commander? Like G1 instant, give your shit indestructible. Heroic Intervention. Is there a card like that that's legal in Standard? Because that could be a way to, like, just give you again, like, that could be a way to just not care about Wraths. Yeah, there's Dawn's Truce, but is Heroic Intervention legal? Was it in Foundations? I guess I would believe you, but I didn't know that it was in Foundations. Yeah, I don't think it's legal. Yeah, there's Dawn's Truce in white. But is there a way to do it in green? Oh. I gotta remember to hold control. Oh my god. They scammed me. Alright, I've been scammed. I have officially been scammed. I should have just held control. Because I could have floated 2 mana. Guy's Gift, but it's only 1 creature. You kind of need it to give your whole team indestructible. Inspiring Call. I'm gonna Scryfall that one. Inspiring Call. Foundations. Draw a card for each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. Those creatures gain indestructible until end of turn. So it's only for creatures that have counters on them. Might still be okay, because most of your stuff has counters anyways. Could be alright. I'm gonna try to make this a 2-turn clock. I'm gonna do this. Tilt. Still gonna try and make it a 2-turn clock. Fuck. Alright. Well, I guess I could have just played Gene, which would have also made it a 2-turn clock. 6 and then 8. Yeah. Gene was better there, I think. Yeah, this one's, like, kind of close. But it can be difficult sometimes to, like, have Ouroboros and hold up 3 mana if they're killing your cubs. But that's, like, kind of the thing that I'm looking for. I mean, they don't really have a kill spell that kills Boris, right? Get a 1. Do I play Gene Pollinator? There's not really a reason to, is there? I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, kind of sucks because now I can't get Chapter 2. Yeah. Well, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered if I had played the Genes out. Yeah, that one makes a lot more sense if you're playing Innkeeper's Talent. I agree. Okay. Give me a Sunspine. This is getting kind of dicey. I don't know if I could have done anything like on the turn they cast Ultima. That can't be good for me. That cannot be good. Yeah, I mean, the white one's good, but I want to see if there's a way to do it in just Gruul. Like, I mean, Intervention is the card I'm looking for, but that card's not legal, you know? But a card that, like, does the same thing as Intervention. One, two, three, four, five. They're not really in Link's range now, are they? Okay, well, that is certainly not a Lynx. That is most definitely not a Lynx. All right. All right. Get you in game 3. We'll see you in game 3, opponent. You gotta believe in the breakout. I will say, these red cards have all been pretty good. Just torch the tower, letting you break serve in the green mirrors. Breakout giving you more access to Badger Mole Cup. Like, fear of missing out, really good with Ouroboros. Basically every red card has felt good. Kind of think it's just Gene, isn't it? Slamroid on turn 3. Could be FOMO discard a land. I don't hate that either. Yeah. Feels bad to take a mana dork off of breakout in a lot of situations. Another thing that I really like about this version compared to the other Delirium version is I think the other, like the deck that won that big Japanese tournament, I think that deck is too focused on Delirium, so it's weaker into the Graveyard Hate. And I like that this deck doesn't have as much of a focus on Delirium. So it feels like even like if your opponent boards in Graveyard Hate, your plan of just, you know, cub into... Oh, I should have played an untapped land. I just realized that. Whoops. Yeah, I should have played untapped land. I was too busy yapping. I was too busy yapping. Okay. Split up. At least they can't Helix it now. Helix or Dragonfire. Yeah, Breakout's been pretty good too. Trying to hit a land off this. Take that. I'll take that. Ooh, anybody in for some hasty lynxes? And I was in for some hasty lynxes, but... Rude. Rediscover the way. I mean, that's just all Jeskai players, you know? They don't let you ever have a single fucking creature. If a Jeskai player ever lets you untap with one creature, it means they have failed. They have failed their job. Do we links for 4? I kind of want to wait. I don't know if waiting is too greedy, though. Huntsman's for second links. Just like Huntsman Sec Elf. Tilt. Yeah, it's Huntsman's first. I want to hold the links for a while. It's only for 4 right now. I don't know. We could probably get at least 1 or 2 more out of it. The problem is if I go get a links, they're gonna know about it, right? But then at least like maybe they won't think about the second one if I show them the first one, you know? They don't know we play links. They haven't seen it yet. I mean, they're gonna know about it when I tutor for it next turn. No, it was only 4 damage last turn. They have a basic in play. Yeah, so float mana, Sec Elf. I am gonna play my land first too to play around Normalize. Could have Disdainful Stroke. Okay, sure. So they take 5, go to 9. And they still have 4 cards in hand. I don't feel great about this. Yeah. -2. What the hell? 1, 2, 3. It's only for 6. I mean, I kind of want to play around Normalize anyways, right? I think I'm going to hold. Yeah, I'm going to hold. Hold! Chad, hold the line. All right, hold the line. We must hold. Yeah, they're probably going to star charts, right? I mean, I can't... I can't win this game if they counter my links. The only possible way I have of ever winning this game is resolving that card. And I think it's pretty clear they have a... I think it's pretty clear they have a Normalize in hand. I just gotta wait a couple more turns. You fool! I cast Sunspine Links! That did put me to 12, though, so I guess it wasn't free. It definitely was not free. They'll never expect the 3rd links. I mean, I guess force trade? Could have maybe tried to sneak in a point of damage first. Because the Lynx is a forced block. Oh my god. Are they gonna burn me out? Okay, sure. Helix upstairs is not what you want to see, I guess. Oh, okay, sure. That is definitely not going to do it. Not going to do it. Get it twisted. Okay, sand plays. This hand plays... I do like these red cards a lot. Big fan of these red cards. Oh my goodness. Yo, this hand is sexy. To be Boris, or I think they just Boris here, right? And then I could cub the other land. Holy shit. mean, it seems really hard for the mono red deck to beat a 6/5 on turn 2. We are gaming right now, folks. It's a little annoying if I do say so myself. It's actually really annoying, isn't it? Huh. Nah, it's actually fine, right? We can go do it like this. Then Bryn. I mean, it means that we can't play the Redemption this turn, but I'm fucking getting in there. I think we are winning this race. I would like to think that we're slightly ahead in the race. Just by a bit. Alright, Fire Magic. How many X1s do you think they have? It's like what? Burnout Bastronaut. Is that it? Is that the only X1? I think it is, right? Just Burnout. Fungus, Heritage, Keen. Nothing else seems that good. Maybe something like Surrock, but I don't think I want that. And just swap the Bryns for the Fire Magics. How the two Sagas felt. Bryn has... I don't know. Bryn's been okay. It's kind of underperformed a little bit. But the theory behind Bryn was you just needed more hits off of Breakout, and it's also a decent card to like sacrifice the Huntsmans, because the way that it works with Huntsmans is you can stack it to like, even if you sack Bryn, the turn that you go chapter 2, you still get to cast the spell off of it, so it like works nicely with Huntsmans. It's nice to pick up with the spider. I will say, out of every single red card that I've played, I think the most impressive one might actually be the spider. The spider has been really, really good. And I kind of want to play a third one. Like, it works so well with Gene Pollinator. So well with Gene. Because you don't even have to attack. You can just tap your thing and then Gene pops off. So it's really sick with Gene. Okay, I need to get into a habit of playing on tap land first. For Badger Mole. Although I kind of wanted to play a tap land this turn. Still take the Badger, right? Maybe FOMO? Yeah, I guess FOMO's better. Sorcery, creature, artifact. Oh yeah, we just have Delirium this turn, right? Could have untapped the land and played Elf instead of dealing them 2. Maybe that was better. Oh, Poe is playing mono red control over there. I mean, it might work out. I don't really... I don't have a lot going on. So they're on 1 speed. Can't attack or block unless you have max speed. Power 2 or less. Can't be blocked this turn. Jesus. Ow. Lynx is pretty good against the Restless Land. It's only attacking creature. So wait, this doesn't work the way that I want it to, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Animate. Attack with both. Untap Gene. Oh, and then I can post-combat shock in Stomping Ground to torch the Lynx. So I guess that does work, right? if they block. I was trying to think if there was a way to do it with, like, using Gene and another thing, but I don't think I could do it that way. Maybe sack Gene to get a Surveil? I don't know if that's good. Probably not. Yeah. Alright. Didn't want to go upstairs, huh? Okay. Can you stop killing my shit? Shout out to the guy who was talking about Jeskai control earlier. You've seen Jeskai control. Have you seen mono red control? Yeah, they could have just turned on Hazard over the course of 2 turns, right? Dude, they really are playing mono red control. Huh. Okay. Hey. Target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. That doesn't seem very good against Thoroboroid. That's fucked up, but alright, fine. Alright. Don't draw Scorching Shot. It kind of is, yeah. That's what it feels like. Ow. 3 speed's kind of scary. I don't like that. So even if I attack this turn, it's not a 2-turn clock. Because it's 4 and then... Oh, no, it is, right? It's 4 and then 8. So I think I should attack this turn. I think I have to attack, right? Oh, but the Lynx means the Hazoret can block. Yeah, that was probably bad. I forgot the Lynx would mean the Hazoret can now block. Yeah, that was probably bad. That may have been not ideal. Why can't Viraga deal 4 damage? Jesus Christ. Are they even playing 1-drops? I think they might not be. Oh my god, they held back the Lynx? Opponent, what are you doing? Why didn't they hold the Lynx back? Well, it didn't matter, but... I don't know why they held the Lynx back that turn. They must... I think they are mono red control. I mean, they didn't play any creatures that game. Well, they didn't play creatures that cost 1 mana. Alright, game 3. Can we defeat mono red control? Call that big red. Moderately large red. Who's the control deck now? I wonder if they're gonna shock my 1-drop. Wait, what? What? They just didn't have a shock? Don't they have 20 of them? Alright, your turn. Cub down, cub down, cub down. Ooh, that's a nice draw. Yeah, let's do that. So, cub. What do we have for delirium-wise? Land, creature, sorcery. So if I take FOMO, I can't get delirium this turn. It's probably just cub, right? Yeah, it's just cub. Sure. I'm giving up 2 damage, but I'm getting more mana next turn. I mean, they probably have fire magic, right? I would assume they have fire magic in their deck. Okay. Interesting. Scorching Shot in the Ouroboros meta is a little sus. I mean, I know it kills the Ouroboros, but not really when you want it to, or need it to. Yeah. That's rough, buddy. We need Fatal Push in Standard? I'm telling you, man, instant speed Strangle. R, instant, deal 3 to target creature or planeswalker. That's it. Like, that card is totally fine. We have not played against any other cup decks yet. I guess we played against Otters, but a little bit different. We don't need red to have the best removal? Okay, I'll just do it for every color then. Give me like R, instant, deal 3 to a creature or planeswalker. B, instant, target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. W, I don't know what the white one would be, but just like, give me a good 1 mana kill spell in every single color. That's what I want, you know? Path is like, would Path even be that good? It'd be okay. Well, I mean, that's the problem. Blue already has that. It's called Into the Floodmaw. Blue has had that for a while. Breakout or Redemption? Kinda want to go... I guess if we break out and hit Cub, we can do both. So I guess breakout's higher upside. Oh, do I even want Cub? Yeah, I definitely want Cub. Dude, this deck is kind of gross. Oh, I love everything about this deck. We can certainly make it a lot better too. Like we're just scratching the surface. Okay. All right, so I can do Scrap Shooter, Heritage, Fungussy, Torches out. Sirach is maybe okay. Sunspine is maybe okay. Yeah, those are kind of mid. Dude, just like, what about Cut Down? Like, was Cut Down too good? Do you guys agree with me that Cut Down is a better card than Tragic? Because I feel like a lot of people think maybe Tragic is better, but I think Cut Down is miles ahead of Tragic. But like, Cut Down is the perfect type of card to answer a card like this, you know? And this is the exact point that I've been making the entire day today, is there's not a good 1 mana kill spell that kills both of these, right? Like, and that, I think that's the big issue, is these Cub decks are pulling you in so many different directions, and it's just so hard to have enough removal to cover everything. And this is why these decks that, if you're trying to compete with Cub, you just have to play so much removal to be able to cover all of this stuff. And it all has to be instant speed. I'm gonna try keeping this. Like, what if we just had Cut Down and Foundations? You know, I think that'd be fine. Cut Down's like a fine Foundations card. Yeah, that's sort of the the idea behind this deck. I didn't want to go all in on the Delirium stuff though. Like, I wanted to just play the best Delirium card, which is FOMO, but I think the idea was that the rest of the Delirium cards kind of were not as good. Like Patchwork and Wildfire. I mean, Cub kind of sucks here because they just Kill it with weapons. Let's go breakout. That's also not very good. I guess I'll take an elf. Feels bad, but... Okay. Okay. So... Red. Cub. Okay, now the question is... the hell do I do? I have 4 mana. I can go Oro, or I can go FOMO Breakout, or I can just go Scrap Shooter. I feel like Scrap Shooter is the weakest play because it's the least mana efficient. So I kind of want to either play a 4 or 2 2s. But I mean, it is appealing to go Scrap Shooter here. They do have 2 pretty powerful enchantments. I feel like, in general, it's probably just better to Oro first. Because the earlier that you can Oro, the better, you know? Can't double. Oh, that's a good point. I only had 1 red source. That is a good point. So, like, yeah. So this is the best play, then. Because I couldn't double spell. I forgot that I only had 1 red source. Absolutely, I agree. I think green would still shine. But at least we would have, you know, better tools to be able to fight these decks. I have 8 mana. Right? 3, 6, 8. So Roid Shooter Passage, or Roid Shooter plus map. 3, 4. I guess I can go Roid map. See what I hit. Keep that. What if instead of casting Scrap Shooter, I just attack them for 3 extra damage? That'd be 3, 5, 6 plus 9 is 15. They go to 4. I mean, that's pretty appealing, right? Just save the map and the Scrap Shooter. Yeah, I'm in. The 3 damage is pretty big here, right? Wait, I can't do math. Oh, never mind. I counted 3 instead of 2. My bad. I'm just thinking, man. I'm just thinking, what if they split up me? Well, I mean, it doesn't really play around split up. Is this non-land or creature? It's kind of fucked up that this doesn't say non-land on it. Should have chose green, by the way, but didn't matter. Easy. Easy. I'm telling you, man, these red cards are nice. I still don't know if this is, like, necessarily better than Simic, but of all the games we played today, the red cards were pretty impressive.